So in today's installment of As the Ex-Mogul Turns, Diddy has been hit with 7 new lawsuits from the Buzbee Law Firm and the Ava Law Group. Now, many of these lawsuits include pictures and tell exactly what allegedly happened at these white parties, forcing many of these victims to be passed around to Diddy and his celebrity friends like party favors, all while these John and Jane Does were in a sedated-like state. Now, Diddy's attorney Mark Agnifilo filed a motion shortly after these lawsuits dropped, requesting that the judge orders the filing of these civil lawsuits stopped, as it is hurting his client's case and essentially giving the prosecution a W and making it hard for Diddy to fight his federal case. So we are going to break these lawsuits down and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this case and so much more. Now let's get back into it.
We intend to name people in these lawsuits, and I expect that there will be some people named in these lawsuits that will raise some eyebrows.
So Tony Buzbee took to Instagram yesterday saying the following: the Buzbee Law Firm, along with co-counsel Ava Law Group and New York local counsel Curris Law, is filing 7 cases today alleging aggravated SA, S-abuse, and S-exploitation against Sean Diddy Combs and those entities with whom he has been affiliated. Several other individuals are referenced in the case filings but are not at this time formally named as defendants. The cases are being brought for conduct that occurred as far back as the year 2000, but most of the events described occurred in the year 2022. The egregious conduct set out in the lawsuits occurred in New York, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. 4 of the alleged victims in these cases are male, 3 are female. 1 alleged victim was 17 at the time of the alleged occurrence. Another was only 13. We will let the allegations in the filed complaint speak for themselves and will work to seek that justice is done. We expect to be filing cases weekly, naming Mr. Combs and others as defendants as we continue to gather evidence and prepare the filings. Lead counsel, Tony Buzbee. And as you can imagine, Diddy and his attorneys are not liking the way this is going. Diddy is literally in federal court fighting for his life.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
So to summarize this 6-page document, Diddy's attorney Mark Agnifilo argues that the numerous inflammatory statements made by witnesses and their counsel have attacked Mr. Combs' character and credibility, thus jeopardizing the fairness of his trial. And then he also references specific instances where these lawyers for the different accusers have made damaging claims in the media, asserting that this violates Local Rule 23.1, which prohibits extrajudicial comments likely to interfere with the trial. Lastly, Diddy's attorney is requesting that the court make these parties remove any offensive online posts and disclose any communication that may have facilitated such statements, particularly if encouraged by the government. They stress the urgency of their request, citing ongoing media coverage that exasperated the situation daily, and request a response by October 30th, 2024. Now, of those 7 lawsuits that Tony Buzbee stated he will be filing, only 5 of those are currently available at the time of this recording. We will go over those 5 today, and when the other 2 become available, we'll be back for more. So let's get into the factual allegations of lawsuit number 1. On or around September 7th, the year 2000, plaintiff, then 13 years old, had a friend drop her off at Radio City Music Hall in New York City so she could try to attend the Video Music Awards, also known as the VMAs. Plaintiff arrived at the venue and saw large crowds gathering as artists and entertainers began arriving. As the event began, the crowd moved inside, but plaintiff, without a ticket, remained outside. Determined to get into an after party, she approached several limousine drivers attempting to talk her way into the VMAs. One of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for defendant Combs. He told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that she fit what Diddy was looking for, not allowing her into the awards but inviting her to an after party. The driver instructed plaintiff to return around 9:30 to 10 p.m., promising to take her to the party. Later that evening, plaintiff excitedly returned to the driver, who drove her alone in a black limousine with black interior. After approximately 20 minutes, plaintiff arrived at a large white house with a gated U-shaped driveway. Once inside, 2 men asked plaintiff to sign a non-disclosure agreement, informing her that she could not discuss what happened at the party. She gave them her name and signed the form, but did not receive a copy. Inside the house, plaintiff recognized many celebrities in what appeared to be a living room. Wait staff carried trays of drinks and loud music played throughout the house. Plaintiff observed widespread drug use, including marijuana and cocaine. Plaintiff accepted a drink, a reddish yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After drinking just one drink, plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. A photograph of an actual exemplary container used by Combs and or his agents or employees to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks is seen below. Looking for a place to rest, plaintiff entered what she believed to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down for a moment. She did not lock the door. Soon after, Combs, along with a male and female celebrity, entered the room. Combs aggressively approached plaintiff with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." Combs then threw plaintiff towards another male celebrity, Celebrity A, who removed plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Plaintiff was held down by Celebrity A, who vaginally R''d her, while Combs and Celebrity B, who was a female, watched. After male celebrity finished, Combs then vaginally R''d plaintiff, while Celebrity A and Celebrity B watched. Combs attempted to force plaintiff to perform oral sex on him, but she resisted by hitting Combs in the neck. He stopped. Plaintiff grabbed her clothes and shoes and left the bedroom, roaming naked through the house, looking for the exit as the